NBC Monday Night at the Movies will not be presented tonight so that we may bring you the following.
Now, a special program in living color on NBC.
Chrysler presents the Bob Hope Special, starring in alphabetical order Edie Adams, Kay Ballard, Ruth Buzzy, Imogene Coca, Phyllis Diller, Annette Fabre, Tony Field, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Virginia Graham, Teresa Gray, Sheila McRae, Minnie Pearl, Martha Ray, Irene Ryan, Connie Stevens, Nancy Walker, Joanne Worley, and Les Brown and his band of renown. An hour of entertainment from Chrysler Corporation, makers of Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge Truck. Chrysler Corporation. Extra care in engineering. And now, here is the star of our show, Bob Hope.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Timothy Leary, wherever you are. Well, here I am back for another season. Don't look so surprised. The crime rate is up all over. Now, this is my 8th year with Chrysler. Imagine me having the same sponsor for 8 years. That's the biggest surprise on television since Jane Withers was caught with a dirty sink. Tonight, we're introducing the all-new 1971 Chryslers, and they really are something. They're so beautiful, they wanted Bert Parks to introduce them. Now, the Chrysler people have been wonderful to me, and they really lay beautiful presents on me. I've had so many Imperial Christmases, I've forgotten what butter tastes like. If you're wondering why you can't get a doctor lately, it's because they're all on TV this year. Doctors all over the dial. The other night I sneezed and my TV set made me go to bed. No, but television is simplifying all our problems. In 1 week, an actor can get mugged on Mod Squad, patched up by Marcus Welby, and sued for not paying his doctor bill by the storefront lawyers. And a lot of the old favorites are back. Doris Day is back with a new format. They rearranged her freckles. Dean Martin's back for another full season. Now, Dino's back with a new set. He had a nasty accident during rehearsal. They forgot to tell him there was no pole. Vince Edwards came back as a psychiatrist. He's going to try to find out why people stopped watching his last series. And Don Knotts has his own show. You all know Don Knotts, the world's funniest X-ray. And did you see Flip Wilson's show? If he's smart, he'll marry that Geraldine. She's stealing the show. And aren't those network slogans beautiful? CBS has put it all together. NBC, it's happening now. And ABC wants to get it all together and dump it on CBS and NBC. But I want to tell you, I'm very happy to be here in New York. With all the hijacking, I'm happy to be anywhere. How about that? Now, instead of movies on planes, they have community praying. How about those hijackers? Whatever happened to the friendly skies? I want to tell you, you know there's a lot of hijacking when the airport souvenir shops start selling ammunition. And now we have sky marshals riding shotgun on all the jets. It's like wagon train at 40,000 feet. I want to tell you, I just hope they introduce the guards. I'd hate to be in the crossfire when they're saying to each other, I thought you were the hijacker. Everybody's nervous. One guy went up to the counter at the airport and said, I'll take 2 chances to Miami. pressed the button on the insurance machine and got a note saying, "Surely you jest." No, I had a rough trip into New York with 4 pretty stewardesses on the plane. The pilot searched me. I didn't mind the frisking, but why do I always get the fellow who's just finished loading the frozen TV dinners? One fellow was so touchy, he took off without the plane. You know, they search you and take anything made of metal. I'd hate to tell you what part of my pants they took. I got off the plane holding a newspaper in front of me. President Nixon just made a very unusual trip. He flew to Europe and got there, proving it pays to have your own plane. The first night in Italy was spent at the home of President Giuseppe Saragat, where President Nixon uttered the now famous, "Mamma mia, that's some spicy meatballs." In Paris, he dropped in at the peace talks. I hope he didn't wake anybody up. I missed President Nixon's visit to the Pope. I didn't see that. I'd like to have seen that. I wanted to see who blessed who. And Mr. Nixon loved the smile on the Pope's face. It was very calm and serene. The kind of a smile you often see on the face of a man who doesn't have to worry about being reelected. The Pope took him on a tour of the Vatican, and President Nixon said, "Very nice, but you only have the one?" No, President Nixon had a very successful trip to Europe where he sold Goodwill, Peace, and Spiro Agnew watches. I want to tell you, the Vice President's a very entertaining speaker if you can understand what he's saying. David Susskind attends all of Agnew's speeches with his interpreter, William Buckley. And the words that Agnew uses, it takes 2 days to find out if you've been insulted. Now, he has a way with the language. Troglodytic leftists, pusillanimous pussyfooters, victors of vacillation, and nattering nabobs of negativism. What words. After his last speech, Funk called Wagnall and said, "What was he talking about?" And now a special message for my friends in Detroit. Special because tonight's show presents some of the extra care and engineering Chrysler products to be seen tomorrow by the public for the first time in your dealer showrooms.
Mrs. Gibbs, I'm a little worried about my son, the doctor. He spent all his money on a fancy new car. Now that I'm invited to dinner, he has to cook outside.
Oh, Mama, we're having a barbecue. Besides, the Plymouth Sport Fury isn't that expensive.
I know a big quiet limousine when I ride in it, with all the opticals.
Options, Mama.
The refrigerator, that didn't cost money?
Oh, that's an air conditioner, Mama.
How much did the casserole recorder cost?
Cassette recorder, Mama.
A big successful doctor has to talk to himself?
Oh, I use that for dictating.
And what about the hole in the ceiling? You know you should get money back for that?
Oh, that's a sunroof, Mama.
Such an expensive automobile.
Mama, believe me, the Plymouth Fury is not an expensive automobile.
What's the matter? Your practice isn't doing so well?
Ladies and gentlemen, the vocal majority has been heard. The will of the women has prevailed. Here you see the world in the full bloom of women's liberation. Women have taken over industry, government, communication, transportation. Women have equal rights, equal pay, equal salary. And what about the opposite sex, the lion of the jungle? What is his role in the new world? Well, let's take a look and see.
sure this is how Myra Breckenridge started? Hello? Oh, hi, Harry. Lunch at 1? Well, I'd love to, but it's impossible. I'm still doing the living room, and I've got the washing and ironing. I've done so much laundry, my eyes are beginning to slant. Hey, hang on, Harry. Harry, hello. Hey, you gotta help me. I'm doing the chicken thing you told me about for dinner, but the whole house smells like the beast died here. Did I clean it? Certainly I did. What insides? I have to do what to the chicken insides? Harry, who do you think you're talking to? Dr. Christian Barnard? Hey, there's somebody at the door. I'll call you back.
How do you do?
I'm sorry, we've got all the magazines we need, and if it's the Eddie Fisher Relief Fund, my wife already gave at the office.
I'm sure you'll welcome a little break in your monotonous routine. Oh, what a charming house. I'm sorry. I'd love to see it when it's finished. Allow me to introduce myself. Can you guess whom I represent?
Well, I know it's not the silent majority.
Cool it, Buster. I am Rona Garrett with the Los Angeles Star, and I'd like to talk to you.
Why me?
Didn't you used to be Bob Hope?
Wait a minute. I'll check my cufflinks.
You know, my paper was wondering what's happened to you. You know, there's been no news about you for ages.
Are you kidding? There was a big article about me only last week in the Ladies' Home Journal.
Really? What was it about?
My upside-down cake took third prize in the Toluca Lake Bake-Off.
Bob Hope baking cakes. I must make a note of that.
Did you ever dream a man of my talent would be doing housework?
Frankly, yes. You know, this must be terribly dull for you. Yesterday used to be entertained all over the world, hobnobs with heads of state. How long is it since you've been to the White House?
Since that effete snob was elected president.
That is no way to talk about Joyce Brothers. Now, our readers want to know how you've adjusted to the women's liberation movement.
Oh, please don't mention the women's liberation movement. It was my ruination, my finish.
Oh, now, please. I hate to see a man cry. If it's too painful, maybe...
No, I want to talk about it. I'll never forget that day back in October 1970. I was supposed to take my first special of the season, and I was on my way to the studio in a taxi. Driver, haven't we got enough pollution without you smoking that cigar? Boy, will I be glad when women's liberation takes over your job.
You better start celebrating, Buster.
You mean you were a woman all along?
No. I turned on Hollywood Boulevard and took the off-ramp to Denmark.
Look, please don't turn around when you're talking. Just watch the road, will you?
What'd you say?
Look out!
Darn police cars. They think they own the road.
You're driving too fast. Will you slow down?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
My feet don't reach the brake.
Look, if you don't mind, I'd like to get to NBC.
What do you do at NBC?
You must be kidding. Don't you have a television set? I'm Bob Hope.
Really? What are you doing in this country?
I heard Colonel Sanders was running a special on giblets. Now, just take me to NBC and cut out the chatter, will you?
Oh, Mr. Superstar! Don't big shot me! Who knows, one day you may be up here driving, and I'll be sitting back there.
No, forget it. You couldn't fit back here. Look, Speedy, I have a show and I'm doing rehearsal in 10 minutes.
10 minutes? I'd like to see you try to make Burbank in 10 minutes, going the wrong way on the freeway.
We're on the wrong side of the freeway?
Well, it's not my fault. If we hadn't run over the cop, we never would have jumped the center divider.
All right, stop, will you? We're at NBC. Let me out here.
That'll be $3.60.
Yeah?
You know, you're my last fare tonight. Boy, then I go home.
You're going home?
Yeah.
Here's $10.
Gee, thanks. $10, huh?
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Take a cab. Don't look now, Zsa, but you've lost your fullback. What is this?
Oh, you don't understand. Bob, this is for my new job.
Oh, you've joined the Hungarian Highway Patrol?
Didn't you hear? I was just signed by the Rams as a professional football player.
Oh, boy, they'll do anything to keep Joe Namath in the game. Are you in Woman's Lib?
Yes, I just signed up.
Ja, don't you think Woman's Place is in the kitchen?
Kitchen? What is a kitchen?
Hey, how did you happen to get involved in sports?
I heard that the Dodger Stadium has the biggest diamond in the world.
That'll do it for you. I know. Is it okay with the other players?
Okay, you should hear how they whistle. One fellow even brought his own whistle to blow at me.
Oh, no, honey, that's the referee.
He put me back 10 yards.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hate myself for asking, but why did he penalize you?
I was penalized for interfering with a pass receiver.
You mean unnecessary roughness?
No, darling, nibbling on his ear.
You know, the Rams may have the first huddle to get raided.
They told me that when it's time for a field goal, I'm going to hold the ball for my husband.
Which husband?
Who remember? I got a bigger squad than the Rams.
Right. I want to go to the game Saturday and watch you play. Hey, what number do you have on your jersey?
Cressu 17231. I have to run. I'm late from the scrimmage with the team.
Oh, really?
We are going to run all the new plays. Would you like to come and watch us?
I sure would. Maybe after the show. Where's it going to be?
Usual place. My house.
Oh, Mrs. Gibbs, this is terrible. Look, my son Marvin's getting married to that girl.
That girl? Where?
In there, the Justice of the Peace. And that's his new Bering Sea.
Oh, the Sebring, Mom. It's Plymouth's newest car. Lots of people have them.
You think I don't know my own son's fancy new car when I see it?
Well, it does have the stereo extra with the cassette recorder and the microphone.
Tell me about the carpets. Plush. Quick, look and see if it has torsion barbers.
Right. Where?
This is the car that girl talked him into buying.
Now look what she's talked him into.
Oh, Mrs. Gibbs.
Hello, Mama. Hi, Mrs. Gibbs. Can I give you a lift?
Marvin! Now, why do you worry your mama like this?
By the time I arrived at the studio, the women's lib movement had spread like wildfire. Kenny, the regular gate guard, had already been replaced, and I was greeted by...
All right, up against the wall, male chauvinist pig.
male chauvinist pig. 20 years here, and they still adore me.
Get over there, put your hands on the wall, and freeze.
How can I freeze with your hot little hands on me?
I think I'm doing this because I like it.
Well, if you tell me what you're looking for, I'll tell you where I keep it.
No tricks, empty your pocket.
Are you kidding? The stock market beat you to it. I don't need identification. You know who I am. Thanks for the memory.
Tiny Tim, you cut your hair.
I've had enough of this conversation. I'm going in.
I think it's only fair to warn you.
Wait, I have one there.
I think it's fair to warn you. I'm wearing a black belt.
For karate?
No, to hold up my skirt, stupid. You see this? This could shatter your nose, your mouth, your eyes, your jawbone. You see this? This could destroy your rib cage, your liver, your pelvis, your gallbladder. What do you have?
I don't know. It all sounds so good. Listen, I'm a star. You give me any more trouble, and the reporters and cameraman will be here. And how'd you like to be on the 6 o'clock news with that run in your pantyhose?
Well, where? That's a typical dirty trick that only a miserable man would pull.
Well, when you're second best sex, you gotta try harder. You know, the minute I got into my dressing room, I found evidence of more dirty work by women's lib. Somebody had laid out my makeup with 2 left eyelashes. If you ever hear of knocking, I might have been making love.
Well, from the way you were looking at yourself in that mirror, I thought you were.
Who are you?
I am makeup. My, oh my, oh,
What's the matter?
I don't know where to start first. When was the last time you had a sandblast job?
Oh, now what's going on here? Where's my regular makeup man, Mike Michello? He spent 25 years making up my face.
Well, he's been given a full pardon.
Well, now, I got no time to swap pleasantries with you. If you don't get on with it, I'm going to send for a makeup man. I think men are better at this anyhow.
Well, they do have stronger stomachs. Now, what color base do you wear?
I don't know, just match my complexion.
Oh. Bella Lugosi green. Got it right here. What kind of character you playing?
Well, in this scene, I play an older man. Do you think you could make me look 43?
Why, certainly. Can you wait till they fly in parts from Houston?
That's it. Out, out.
Hey. There you are. Guaranteed not to fade, blister, or peel. Wish I could say the same for you.
Well, I want to tell you, there's so much jealousy in this business. What do they know? I think you're beautiful. I really do.
I'm your new personal dresser.
Yeah, but you're a girl.
Oh, bless you.
I want Charlie Solomon, my regular dresser. He's the only man who's ever seen me in the Altogether.
Now listen, I know my rights. Congress says women are equal to men, so I got as much right to this job as any man. Take off your pants.
Why, so you can put them on? I'm not going to take off my pants in front of a woman.
Look, seeing your legs won't bother me. I used to work on a turkey farm. A turkey farm? Take your pants off.
Look, miss, would you please leave? I've got to get dressed for a scene.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving. This is my job. Now take off your pants.
No, never, never. Oh, wait, no.
Look, you kept the rehearsal up long enough. We got to get the rehearsal on, so let me take your pants.
No, nothing doing. The last time they did that, they drafted me. No. No, wait, whoa. No.
baggy pull.
Hey, wait a minute. How dare you bring these creeps in here? What do you think this is, a wax museum?
We didn't until we saw you.
Why aren't you in the Army?
Would you like to do one joke for these people, Mr. Hope?
Sorry, I'm not Bob Hope.
Oh? Well, who are you?
We're Rowan and Martin. How's your Becky, baby? Come on, get out. I don't have to put up with this. I've had it with women. They're not going to ruin my career. I made NBC what it is today, and I can break it. I'm going to the top man of the network.
You're going like that?
Why not? I might get a guest shot as Big Bird on Sesame Street.
Mr. Titchener, I'm concerned about my Ethel. Instead of a nice young man, all she's interested in is one of your cars.
Hard to believe, Mama.
198 cubes, 3.4-inch bore, 4 main bearings. It ought to be easy on gas. Mr. Titchener, may I give it my own little test now?
Give it the works, Ethel. The Duster's big enough to take it.
I like the torsion bar suspension with the lateral control arms. And the body reinforced by steel girders welded into a single unit. No wonder it's so popular. And the size, small enough for tight little spaces.
Mr. Titchener, what kind of a young man would be attracted to this Plymouth dustpan?
The Duster, Mama? Why, an engineer would love it.
An engineer I got. What I need now is a son-in-law.
You know, these women were ruining my show. They thought they could do things as well as I could. Would you like some coffee?
Oh, I'd love some.
I made it myself.
Second thought, forget it.
Well, I'll just cut myself a cup. I knew if I was going to do anything about women's lib, I'd better see the top man at NBC, Tom Sarnoff.
That's right. Pull out all the feathers. Now, that's a male peacock. And from now on, we're featuring women.
Isn't this Tom Sarnoff's office?
That's right. I'm Mrs. Sarnoff.
Well, where's Tom?
Oh, he's home today. He's not well.
Well, what happened? Did Johnny Carson skip a commercial?
Can I help you? I'm running the network.
A woman in charge? But women just make a mess of everything.
Now, that's no way to talk about your mother.
Now,
and don't step on the carpet. We've just had it fluffed.
Don't worry, I'm staying well above it.
Now, is there something I can do for you?
Yes, for 20 years I've been doing my own show on television.
Oh, I never watch television.
And you're in charge of television programming?
You don't have to be a chicken to lay a bad omelet. And besides, a woman knows what's important and what's not important. Did you wipe your feet before you came in here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not in there. I've just cleaned it. Now, just sit down and tell me what's bothering you. Not there. If you don't mind, I've just covered it. $7.50 a yard, you know. Just sit right down over here and relax. You can tell me all about your problems.
Well, the entire network has been taken over by women. They've infiltrated into every department. I spent 25 years building up a staff of trained technicians, everyone a master at his job. And in one moment, they've thrown me out. Do you know what it's like to go home? like to go home to dinner when all your relatives have been fired? You know, and that's not enough. They've all been replaced by women. Women.
What have you got against women?
Oh, well, nothing. Some of my best friends are women. I just wouldn't want my daughter to marry one.
You may as well face it, Mr. Hope. Women are taking over television.
Well, really, I can't wait to see the World Series.
The World Series, oh, that silly thing's been canceled. The whole scene's changed. I want you to look at this fall schedule. Sunday night, the Sylvia Sullivan Show.
Hawaii, 36, 24, 36.
The Smothers Sisters.
You mean everybody in television has been replaced by a woman except me?
You are our token man. Have you seen the 6 o'clock news lately? I want you to have a look.
This is Minnie Huntley in New York.
And this is Granny Brinkley in Washington. The Supreme Court today handed down a landmark decision which will affect the lives of every American for the next 50 years. Chief Justice Warren Burger looked absolutely adorable in his new midi-length robe.
Governor Reagan dropped a bombshell in his speech last night at a fundraising dinner in Fresno, California. For their $500, the party stalwarts were served shrimp cocktail, beef Wellington with julienne potatoes, and broccoli with hollandaise sauce. An inspired touch was the dessert, a giant baked Alaska shaped like Walter Hickel.
Secretary of State announced that she has arranged for the disarmament talks between the Soviet Union and the United States to be held in London at the Tick-Tock Tea Room.
The Indianapolis 500 was canceled today when all 39 women drivers crashed into the pace car.
And that's the news till now. Good night, Minnie.
Good night, Granny.
No wonder Chet Huntley left for Idaho. He'll be happier as a baked potato. There may be nothing left for us men but westerns.
Oh, haven't you seen Bonanza this week?
Give me a home where coyotes may roam, where the fist and the gun are the laws, where men are still men and the women are known as the ones who are burning their bras.
How'd you know it was me, little Josie? How'd you know? Come on, recognize the horse laugh.
Say, little Josie, I've been meaning to talk to you. You know that low-down, dirty-looking varmint with them skinny legs works down at the sheep-dipping plant?
You mean the bald-headed slob with a big nose, no teeth, and pimples?
Yeah, that's him. Stay away from him, because we're engaged.
Now, look here, hoss.
Oh! Don't you call me hoss. You know I hate it when I get... Everybody calls me hoss. Kind of a dumb name is that, hoss. Once more you call me hoss, you better be ready to draw.
Ah, now don't be so sensitive, hoss.
That's it. You're gonna count to 3 and draw. 1,
go in the house and sully it.
What's going on here? Are you two fighting again?
You shouldn't do that. We're comrades.
Ma, you don't know. She just called me horse.
Is that anything to be upset about, fatso?
My horse is trying to take away my boyfriend, the sheep dipper who promised to marry me as soon as his rash cleared up.
Yeah, but I seen him first. Go. Don't you touch me. Did you touch me?
What am I gonna do with you girls?
What am I gonna do with you? Hi, Ma.
I've worn my hands out slapping you. I've hog-tied you when you was sassy. And I flogged you when you was hungry. Well, I'm sick of being a good mother. I want you both to stay away from that lazy, no good sheep dipper.
Can I have a mom?
Oh, come on, Ma. I'm the tallest, and I'm right for marriage.
I'm right too, ain't I, Ma?
Yeah, honey, but I don't think she's gonna keep. Little Josie, I'm wise in the ways of the world.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now, I've made up my mind, and I means to have me that man.
Sorry, hoss. I made up my mind.
Yeah, well, you fixed in a drawer.
I ain't drying my nail polish.
Then you better get ready. Ready to slap.
Boy, that's the most exciting television show since Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, got prickly heat.
Here's one I know you love.
And now, the star of the Chrysler Comedy Special,
Hey, that's my show.
Phyllis Diller.
Thank you. This is Phyllis for Chrysler, a Diller for a dilly. Well, the liberation's complete now, girls. Guess who's the new steam room attendant at the YMCA? Me. It doesn't pay much, but after a year, I get a thinner blindfold. I just got
That was
back
a pretty
from
obvious
spring.
joke.
They're laughing at her.
Yeah, they laughed at Robert Fulton, too, and all he said was, my glasses are steaming up.
I just spent a week in Washington. You all know Washington. For the Republicans, it's hee-haw. For the Democrats, it's true grit. While I was there, a man came over to me and he said, "Excuse me, but which way is the White House?" I said, "It's just 2 blocks down that way, Mr. Nixon."
How do you like that? That's my line.
Well, now you know how to read it.
I gotta run now. I'm going to play golf with Raquel Welch. And I have an adorable new caddy, Bob Hope. Raquel plays so bad. Ugh, the other day, she swung, huge swing, hit the ball, went 3 inches. But the divot made a hole in one. By the way, I want to thank my wonderful new sponsor, Chrysler. I know we're going to have a great season, and because of my great new...
Her sponsor, Chrysler. That's my show. I've been with them for years.
Well, they've changed their format. They switched to comedy.
Announcing the 1971 Chrysler. Coming through for all the living you do. Coming through with new options like an electric sunroof. A cassette stereo that plays and records. Coming through for all the living you do with new luxurious high-back seats. advanced fuselage styling, torsion quiet ride. Coming through with our new roomy interiors. Chrysler 71, for all the living you do.
Here comes Chrysler, coming through. Here comes Chrysler.
After I left NBC, the women's liberation movement really took over everything. Things looked black. I was going to kill myself at the Turkish bath, but the woman next to me turned off the steam. Women had all the good jobs. Even my agent had been forced out of the business by his mother.
Richard? How are you, baby? How's Liz?
Would Liz like to do a guest shot on the David Frost show, which is now being run by Pearl Bailey? Huh? She wouldn't? Do I have anything for you? Oh, now you know how tough it is to book men. Well, I offered you that part on Marcus Welby. Is it my fault if you don't need an operation? Now, call me when Liz wants to go back to work. Yeah, what is it? What? Who? Bob Hope? Well, look, I told you last week I didn't want to see him. He's still sitting there? Well, how do I know what you can do with him? If he sits there another week, make a lamp out of him. What do you mean he's coming in here? You gotta stop him. No. Oh, Bob. Sweetie! What have you been doing with yourself lately?
Starving.
You look great, really. Now, what was that thing I saw you in last week? You did so well. What was it?
The unemployment office.
Oh, you were sensational. What are you going to do next, huh?
Kill myself.
Nobody I know can do that better. Elliot here. Now, look. I told you a dozen times you're just not right for the Living Prawn commercial. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Don Knotts.
Look, Mrs. Lassvogel, you're not listening to me.
Oh, what can I do for you, Bob, baby?
Just get me a job.
Oh, well, gee, Bob, too bad you weren't here yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, there was a part that would have been perfect for you.
Really? Who got it?
Oh, Spring Byington.
Come on, there must be a million jobs for a man of my talent.
There are. Here. Here's one. They need someone on Hee-Haw to tune a jug.
Look, I didn't come here to be insulted.
Pays $150.
I'll take it.
Oh, sorry, it's gone.
Well, who took it?
Gregory Peck.
But aren't there any acting jobs at all?
Well, I know one picture that's shooting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What studio?
Well, it's not exactly a studio. They're shooting at a motel in Studio City.
Oh, really? What's it called?
Bill and Sylvia and Tom and Nancy and Jim and Shirley and Leon and Flipper.
Well, who's starring?
Whoever's out on bail.
Well, do you think there's a part in it for me?
Oh, well, could be. Let's see your legs. Come on.
My legs?
No, don't be bashful.
Well, it's not that. I didn't shave this morning. Elliot Gould, eat your heart out.
You're gorgeous.
Hey. Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Oh, don't be a fool, sweetie. I can get you a lot of work.
Now, wait, no. No, 1,000 times no. I promised my mother, no.
I can make a star out of you.
No, never. No, never.
Come on, take your coat off.
No, I just want a small part now. I'll get work some. I'll even make commercials. Please. And there I was trying to make a living doing commercials.
Oh, wonderful.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Egbert.
Egbert's my teenage son. We're often mistaken. We keep flat by eating Zab, the cereal that grabs your flab and keeps you flat. Oh, my girdle's killing me.
That's not in the script. You're fired.
Okay for you.
Meatball, take 17.
Oh, boy, that's some spicy meatball.
Cut! Mr. Hope, try to put a little feeling into it. We've lost 16 meatballs already.
They're not lost, they're laying right here.
Meatballs, take 19.
That's some spicy meatball.
Mr. Hope, what was that?
Oh, that was just a little personal touch I added. That's the way we do it on my show.
That's why you don't have one. Now try it again. Meatballs, take 20.
Oh, boy, that's some spicy. Hey, would you ask her to keep her thumb out of the plate, will you? This stuff is sickening enough without having to...
Destroy that take! We're gonna stay here till we get it right. We can't quit. We can't throw up our hands. We can't throw up our jobs.
Would you please use another word?
Meatballs, take 21.
Oh, boy! Oh, boy! That's some spicy! Oh, boy! I can't take it any longer. I'm an actor, not a garbage disposal.
Cut! You're through, Sonny. Pick up your salary. He gets half a case of meatballs.
Well, the agent didn't lie. She said it was a fat part. I'll tell you that.
Hi.
Hi, I'm looking for a family car.
Family car? Family car.
Oh, wow, out of sight.
Dodge Charger SE, completely restyled this year. Landau roof.
Sir,
hidden headlights.
Listen, sir, I'd give my right arm for a Charger, but, well...
Brand new family, huh? Congratulations.
Yeah.
A tight budget, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Looking for, economy.
Right.
Good mileage.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice, soft torsionaire ride.
Yeah.
Plenty of room for a growing family, but with lots of style, right?
Right on. What do you got?
How about this?
Charger? Go on, you're putting me on.
Oh, no.
Wow.
New Dodge Charger. If your family's too young for square wheels, you can't afford not to be Dodge material.
When can I expect delivery?
Any minute now, looks like.
Actually, I did get another shot at show business. You remember when Harriet Hefner opened her first Playgirl club?
Hey, this is it, girls. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Looks like where the action is.
Hey, girls, it's our night to howl.
May I help you?
Oh, yeah. See, we're three traveling sales ladies out on the town for the night.
Yeah.
And the bellboy at the hotel told us that this was the place where the action is. You know what I mean?
I certainly do. Right this way.
Hope so.
Action in town. Yes. I can't wait. Your bunny will be here in a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Welcome, ladies. I'm your rabbit for the evening.
Yeah, take a look at that.
My name is Bunny Bobby, and I'm here to serve you.
Say, sweetheart, has anybody ever told you look like Cary Grant?
Really?
Yeah, around the ankles.
Wow.
Say, handsome, would you like to see my etchings?
Etchings, where are they?
At my apartment.
Oh, I'm hip to that trick. When we get to your apartment, there won't be any etchings. You want to fool around. No, sir, not on your life. No woman really wants a man who gives himself cheaply. Now, would you ladies care for cocktails?
I thought you'd never ask. I'll have a John Wayne.
A John Wayne? What's that?
That's a double bourbon with an Indian floating on top.
And I tell you what, I'll have a planter's pinch.
That's punch, and you don't have to demonstrate. If you're not buying, don't pinch the fruit. And what are you having?
Well, I didn't order this, but it looks so good, think I'm gonna take it.
Oh.
Wow!
Do you want me to send for the manager?
No, you'll do fine.
Hey, Connie, look, over at the third table. It's Rock Hudson.
Wait.
Rock, baby. Rock Hudson. Ooh, he's the end.
Yeah, what about me?
You're the other end.
Things I do for a lousy tip.
Now, come on, Bright Eyes, don't be so stuck up. Your boss, Harriet Hefner, is a very good friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yes, one word from me, and you could be Mr. November.
No kidding.
Got any shots of yourself on a bearskin rug?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think my mother hid him a long time ago.
Oh, really? Well, don't be so stuck up. Just look what I did for Buddy Hackett.
Oh, I don't think that's natural. He looks like he was pumped up at the gas station. That's the trouble with you women. You think of us as toys, nothing but sex symbols. Well, you're wrong. We're human beings, not just beautiful faces. We're strong and well coordinated, beautifully put together. And I want to... My tail. My tail.
I want to put it on, Connie.
I won't have to get my shots this year. What a place to get a Purple Heart. And that's the whole story. Woman's lib has completely changed my whole life.
Well, what about Mrs. Hope?
Well, she's out making road pictures with Kathy Crosby. Yeah, she's the breadwinner now, and I do what I can to make this house a home.
Well, you do it very well. I've never seen a kitchen so spotless.
Hey, there's somebody. Do you mind going out the back door? You know how neighbors talk, huh? Okay. Come in.
I just came over to borrow a couple of vitamin tablets.
Were you finished with your housework?
Yes, thank heavens I'll be finished with housework for a while.
John, you knitting tiny garments? Does that mean?
Yes. I've been hired as wardrobe mistress on Land of the Giants.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Haven't we stopped yet, Ferris?
Just did to fill up.
Whoopee.
Man, what a wedding present.
Yeah.
Dodge Coronet wagon. Don't even have to lower the window to open the back door.
Aren't you getting a little tired of driving, darling?
Tired? As comfortable as this baby is? And notice how the optional wind vane keeps the rear window clean.
Hey, there's a nice place.
I'm telling you, Our house should be this plush.
Ferris, I'm hungry.
Sure, honey. Take a look back there. That deck's wide enough to hold paneling. Over 4 by 8 feet. Hey, why waste money? We could just...
Ferris, you wouldn't.
New Coronet Crestwood wagon. With this much wagon at this low price, you can't afford not to be Dodge material.
Ferris, put down the owner's manual and turn out the light.
Les? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for our first special of the new season. And a very special extra thanks to our gang of lovely comedians who dropped by just long enough to steal the show. What gals? They've got it all. Looks, charm, talent, and above all, generosity. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your spark with us. Good night.
Hello, this is Jack Parr. Stay tuned for an unusual hour of entertainment, excitement, information. The Jack Parr Diary coming up next, right here on NBC.
We hope you've enjoyed this hour of entertainment from Chrysler Corporation, makers of Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge trucks. Chrysler Corporation, extra care in engineering. This is Frank Barton inviting you to stay tuned to the Diary of Jack Parr, which follows next over most of these same NBC stations.
On First Tuesday, the frightening story of mercury pollution. Shakespeare, Going, Going, Gone commercial. And a report on the deadliest earthquake in the recorded history of South America. All this and more on First Tuesday at 9, 8 Central Time.
You're welcome. Hello, my name is Dave Red. I'm with Pacific Telephone. If you ever have any trouble with your telephone, just call Repair Service. The telephone number for Repair Service is found in the front pages of your directory. Remember, there is never an extra charge for our service, and we're here to help.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go.
Pack your bags for New York and put them on one of United's beautiful nonstops. You'll have a beautiful time on us.
I'm leaving on a jet plane, and soon I will be back again.
There's a kid inside all of us. A kid who remembers the good taste of simple things. A French fry may be a simple thing, but it's a big reason kids love McDonald's. If you remember the good taste of simple things, McDonald's is your kind of place.
Wilson Riles and Dr. Rafferty, 6:30 Saturday.
Now, a special program in living color on NBC.
The Bible tells us that the Lord created the world in only 6 days, but then he had the advantage of working alone. I have found that advice helpful, to work alone without a script or commitment, simply to look for the amusing, interesting, or exciting things to be seen on this planet. There are, at last count, over 3 billion persons living on the world, and to sport fans, the world looks like this.
On a quick charge.
To our young people, the world appears in this shape. To the middle-aged, the planet seems to be out of focus, or at least fuzzy. To me, I have always found the behavior and customs of the world fascinating. I thought of calling this program I Am Curious. Practically everything interests me but politics. I find that a bore.
And I say shame on you who point that out.
This, then, is a program about the things I've seen that are unusual, bizarre, interesting, and amusing. I hope you will enjoy them because I've had the best time of my life filming them.
Good evening. I'm Jack Parr, and my show tonight is brought to you by
your gas company, which brings you clean, economical, dependable gas, modern gas to warm you, to cool you, to cook your meals, gas to dry your clothes, to heat your water. Gas gives you a better deal.
Warm is going barefoot in January. Warm feet, clean heat in January. Or maybe February or November. Remember, clean and warm gas heat in December-uary. Warm and clean gas heat is so very, very warm and clean for a baby to rock in. Clean and warm for a baby to walk in, a baby to walk in, a baby to walk or creep or do what he can in. All these warm little moments